matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special team set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield now on second down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL, after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Let's go. Opposite street.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it on. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
It's okay, boys. He still loves you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
On first down, Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Lance looks to throw again. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty. Mayfield on first down. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
first down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After one, it's 9-0. on 2nd and 13. Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Amari Barno able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They had 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're 33.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Get it together.
This will be fielded at the 17 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just too upset to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result. Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now, go! Black out.
The Lance going to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lance. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. The Lance now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Smith picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance again. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense is so well organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing his lance on third down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Here now Roberts. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him out defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this one in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, I think everyone who's watching is certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And this is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here's another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Lance to throw it. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, 49ers. With Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing to start the drive. Lance, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Throwing again on second down. Lance, again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Red, cycle. Go red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Blue striker. Green back. Red, yellow.
And Lance going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Here we go. Stick.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. He's got them now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by 100 much already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Smith puts it on. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, move.
Here's Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Off to the sack. Lance and the Niners stirring up here to 3rd and long.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is Roberts. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From midfield, here's Lance. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
On the double. Right through.
Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And cycle. Yellow blue. Black, red.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Gould is good, and they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.